Hello all, in this video we will validate in which scenario static lookup gets fail, and using dynamic lookup how we can overcome that situation or that particular error. So we have mapping ready. In this particular mapping, this particular lookup is currently the static one. We haven't enabled the dynamic lookup. What we'll do is we'll create a situation wherein this particular mapping will get fail. So let's say in source table currently we have one record like one is Taxai and location is Pune. So, and in target table we don't have any record. We'll run this particular workflow and we'll see what happens. Workflow got completed successfully. We'll see whether data got inserted at target level. Yes, data got inserted at target level. What we'll do is we'll change the source value from Pune to San Jose. Update source set location equal to we'll commit the record. So now the currently there is only one record having ID as 1, and at target level there is a unique index defined on ID column. So basically this Pune has to get updated with San Jose. We'll run this particular workflow and we'll see whether it's getting updated or not. Mapping got completed successfully. We'll verify the records at target table. Yes, the records got updated. Now what we'll do is instead of one record we'll create two records at target level. One is with San Jose and another with Pune. So our requirement is currently this user Taxai was in San Jose and he got transferred to Pune, and if there is no record at target table, what should happen is the final output we require is one Taxai and Pune, because previously he was at San Jose and after that he got transferred to Pune. So there has to be only one record, and that was the second one Taxai and Pune. That has to be a second one. So we'll verify it. We'll run the same mapping again and we'll see. Yeah, now it got failed, giving error as unique constraint violated. So what Informatica tried to do is when Informatica created a static lookup, in that static lookup there was no record, because at target level on which we have created the lookup there was no record exist. So in the static lookup in data cache and even at index cache there was no record. So as and when Informatica read first record one Taxai San Jose, it verified that particular record at static lookup, and as it could not find any record at data cache or index cache, it marked that particular record as insert. So this particular record got inserted. One, and when it encountered another record, one Taxai Pune, it again verified that same record in data cache and index cache, and as there was no record exist in static lookup cache, it again marked the next record as insert. What happened is Informatica inserted first record correctly at target level, but when it tried to insert again the second record, Oracle gave an error saying unique constraint violated because ID1 was already inserted by Informatica, and it's again trying to insert same ID, only change in the location. So basically the second record should got updated and not got inserted. So this is the drawback of static lookup. We'll see how we can overcome this situation using the dynamic lookup. So we don't have to do many changes while creating the dynamic lookup. We just have to check this thing. So when we have to transfer static lookup to dynamic lookup, we just have to check this particular checkbox and this insert else update. I will tell you the significance of this inserted update strategy. Over here, by default, all source rows at Informatica will be treated as insert, and in our mapping there is no update strategy defined over here. So what are the records coming to the router are all of insert type. So in the case of dynamic lookup, what it will do is, if rows, see in the description they have written given like insert the record if not found in the cache, else update it. So if Informatica did not find any record in the cache, it will update that particular record. So we'll connect the remaining port, and so when you are transforming static lookup to dynamic lookup, one new port gets created automatically that we will call as new lookup row. So we have to change the group value, like so if this new lookup row has value equal to 1, that means Informatica has marked that particular row as insert, and if that value is 2, that means Informatica has marked that particular row as update 1, and if there is no change in the row, Informatica will mark this new lookup row with value as 0. We'll save this particular mapping. It's saying that it's invalid because we'll refresh the workflow. Save the workflow. We'll verify the records at source level and records at target level. So our aim is that the two records at source level are like this, and at target level we need records like 1 Stack7 Pune. So we'll run this particular workflow. Yeah, so if you can see over here, two records got read by Informatica from source level, one got inserted and another got updated. So we'll verify whether record really got updated or what is the final output at target level. So yes, so this is what our intended output is. What we'll do is we'll just verify what Informatica has done actually. So our tracing level is actually verbose, so we'll just validate the session logs over here. lookup SQL Informatica has created by default, and by using this, Informatica has created the data cache and index cache. So all three columns you can see in this SQL query, which is ordered by ID, because ID is the lookup condition. That's why it came at order by clause. We'll verify the session logs further. This is the SQL source qualifier Informatica has created default. See, these are the records at router level. So at router level, there are two records, and over here first record with location at San Jose and second record with location as Pune. And in first record, new lookup row value is 1, and in second record, new lookup row value is 2. That means first record Informatica has marked as insert, because what would have happened is, when Informatica read first record, it really validated that record at data cache and index cache, whether that particular record exists there or not. As at that time there were no records present at data cache or index cache, Informatica has marked that particular record as insert, and along with that, Informatica updated data cache, index cache. When Informatica read second record with location as Pune, it again verified that particular record, whether it exists at data cache or index cache. So over here, Informatica found that there is a change in the location. As this particular record exists, ID and name is already there, but there is a change in the location. So Informatica has marked that particular record with update, and that's the reason first record got inserted and second record got updated. Now what we'll do is, we'll run same workflow again and we'll see what the output is. So in this case, Informatica read 2 records and all 2 records went into update. So we'll see what had happened. So if you can see here, earlier our record at target level was 1 Taksai Pune. When Informatica read first record, it was San Jose, so it has marked that particular record with update again, and at the same time it has updated the data cache and index cache. When Informatica read second record, it was the location of that is Pune. That's the reason Informatica has again marked that particular record as update, because there is a change in the location. Earlier it was San Jose and that got updated to Pune now. So that's the reason all records were got updated to went into update instance. So this is what the last record is. So this is how dynamic lookup cache is getting used to avoid or to overcome such situations. Thanks for watching this video.